Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everyone? We have the man with the plan. Realest American, baby. Let's get
What's
it.
going on?
Let's
Yo,
get it.
yo. How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you, man?
I am absolutely wonderful on this, what is it, Thursday? I almost forget what day of the week it is half the time.
Us too, brother. Us too.
Oh,
Shit, we just
man.
got back from vacation. Shit.
I know. You guys went down to Florida, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Had a little rally down there, a little vacation rally.
Yep.
Turned out really well. Really well.
Too well.
Better than what we expected. That's for damn sure.
Absolutely. Now we're all just suffering. We're all suffering now.
Yeah. That we are.
Hell
So,
yeah.
Realist American, tell us a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
Oh, man. Well, aside from going too personal, because that's
Yeah.
always been my motto on TikTok. Everybody asks what I do for a living, if I got a family, all that other kind of stuff that adds to the mystery behind Realist American.
Absolutely.
Honestly, man, I've been talking this way, conservative politics and mixing it in with Christianity probably for the last, 7-8 years, kind of when I got out of college. I got no problem admitting it. I'll say it on stream. I've said it live many times. I voted for Obama in 2008. I was probably a lot more, I wouldn't say liberal, but left-leaning when I was a teenager. Went to college. Believe it or not, college actually turned me towards conservatism, which is extremely rare.
That is very rare.
Got out of college, started working the career I was in, talking the way that I do on TikTok with my friends and everybody. Oh, man, you should podcast. You should, whatever, stream. You should do this. And I blew it off for years. I said, nah, man, I listened to the Ben Shapiro's. I listened to everybody that was politically big at the time, and downloaded TikTok during the pandemic. I think it was right in March of 2020. Didn't post a video until May probably, and literally just did it on a whim. Just didn't go into it with a political mindset. Didn't go into it thinking anything would happen, and started speaking the way that I do with some of my close friends, and people received it, and here we are, man. I mean, like I said, I don't pinpoint myself to full-blown conservatism because I hate that. One-party ideologies. I won't call myself a Republican, but definitely right-leaning. And, just being a realist, man, as much as it is, just trying to keep everything pragmatic, logical, and real.
Right.
Absolutely.
And then you touched a little bit on because I know on your TikToks you get into a lot of Christianity theological topics too.
Yeah. I went, believe it or not, to a theological biblical university for 2 of my 4 years in college. 2 years at a regular university and then 2 years at a biblical university. Studied apologetics, hermeneutics, and a couple other theological classes. More so just out of my interest, man. Everybody's, oh, what are you going to be, a pastor? Never really thought about it. Never really had any interest in it. I just wanted to learn. And I'd say like 50% of my TikToks are apologetics, which for anybody that doesn't know is respectfully arguing one's religion while using their beliefs against them. Right. Meaning I've read the Quran, I've read the Book of Mormon, I've read pretty much every religious text that you can find. So when approached by people in those religions, I know what they're talking about, know what they're going to approach me with, and I can kind of discuss their text against mine when we're, I hate saying debating, but when we're discussing.
Yeah.
Right.
You mind disclosing what university you attended? You got a question on that?
UNLV.
UNLV.
I was out in Vegas a long time ago. That's the other thing. Clear that up. Everybody thinks I'm from Philadelphia because I represent the city well, I guess, in my videos. I was born and raised in Philly. I came out here when I was out to Las Vegas when I was 13. So my parents moved out here. I kind of had to follow, and then went to college out here, started working out here, and I've been out here I'm 31 now, so I've been out here for 18 years.
Damn, young buck. I thought you're older than that.
Everybody does. Everybody's like, what are you, 45? Hey, slow down,
I didn't
man.
think that damn.
Almighty.
No, don't age me too much.
Yeah, just slap in the face. But,
Right.
yeah, no, I'll be 32 in a month. So yeah, I'm 31.
What do
Hell
the
yeah.
wrenches mean?
The what?
The wrenches.
Where at?
That I don't know. It's just a question that popped up.
Oh, okay. I'm over here. I'm like, where do you see wrenches?
Yeah, I'm trying to ask.
And what Bible study did you attend? Bible University.
Oh, that was Philadelphia Biblical University.
All right.
All online. No, I didn't fly between Philly and Vegas. That was all online university.
How long did you go to school for?
What was that?
How long did you go to school for?
4 years. 2 years associates at UNLV, and then 2 years there was no degree program unless you do 4 at PBU. I just took the classes for 2 years.
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. You get you're kind of like us in a sense that you don't mind putting conservatives in their place either.
Oh, dude, I like I said, I think I told Pony when we talked on the phone, and I've been saying this on a lot of comments. I am full blown the black sheep of conservatism on TikTok now. I am hated by both sides, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I really don't care, because again, my biggest thing is approaching things logically and pragmatically. People want to be stupid and buy into conspiracy theories. Sure, some of them I believe. But I don't peddle it too much.
Right.
But other than that, no, man, it's I think a lot of people are holding on to a lot of false hope on the conservative side, and it's killing me.
You and me both on that.
Facts. I
So
still hear it
Biden, Joe Biden's in the White House.
I'm sure. Listen, man, I'll say this. I don't like the guy at all. I mean, I'd vote for Potato quicker than I would vote for Joe Biden. But for anybody out there, he's president, y'all.
Hey, what's the difference?
He's been president since January 20th, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm more of the what are we gonna do over the next 4 years to fix this from happening again? None of this. Oh, Trump's going to pull out a lawsuit. Trump's going to, he's going to come in. They're going to arrest Joe Biden. He's a sleeper cell. He's a reptilian overlord, and he's living in a basement. Come on, man. Just focus on the next, actually 2 years for the Senate. But yeah, for the next
and
4 of
House
how are we going to
100% up for election in the House.
how are we going to? It's moving forward and fixing what's at hand. At least for me, I can't dwell on the past. It sucks Trump's not in there, but
Yep.
I don't know.
Oh man, I get it every single time in my comments. I make a Joe Biden video just on policy or something that he's actually doing as president, and every time it's like, oh, that's because he's not president. It's like,
Hell, we heard it in Florida this weekend.
yeah,
We were hearing, rumors and shit. I was like, all right, guys. Look, there's a bar right around the fucking corner. Go grab a fucking drink because you need it.
And then all of a sudden you become the fake conservative if you don't believe in the conspiracy theory. It's like,
I got vilified, man. I think it was November 8th after they were done tallying like 99% of the votes. I went on live or wherever I was, and I said, it's over, guys. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, he's got a couple lawsuits and in order. Yeah, the ballot thing seems fishy, but it's technically over. And I had people in there, oh, you POS, you fake conservative, you liberal, you bum. You only made Trump videos to be first of all, I didn't even make Trump videos. I don't even think I can go on my TikTok and find more than 1 or 2 that even mentioned his name. But it's just, again, being a realist. He lost. It sucks. Let's move forward. Let's fix it.
Facts.
And it is what it is.
Yeah, when I was trying to focus a little bit on that Clapper whenever it was going on, and before they changed their platform up to be worse than TikTok.
Yeah.
And I liked it because you can go 3 minutes. I was just trying to educate people on, one, we got to change our election laws, obviously. Start working in your states to change the election laws. Quit on the it was stolen from us and whatnot. And then 2, start working on 2022. And I think all the conspiracy theorists moved over to Clapper at some point because I got attacked hard by the conservatives
Yeah.
Trump's gonna pull it out.
Clapper like openly welcomed that. That was also during the whole TikTok's going to shut down and they're going to sell. And so when Clapper heard that, they're like, "Oh yeah, you could say whatever you want. Come on over. You could." Yeah. So I mean, I'm on there too, but
and then it just fucking changed.
Yeah, and it's a poorly made app. I've been saying that. Aside from the conspiracies or the content, it's just not made well, man. They kind of launched that app. It's just not a good interface.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, the only thing I gave them credit for is they got dual lives before TikTok did.
Yeah, don't they have radio now on there too? I saw that last time I was.
Yeah, Tony and I did our first radio
radio.
Doing promote the event in Florida this last week, and it was weird. I didn't like it.
There's too many people in there, man. Like I think there was like 12 of us in there.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking over one another.
I went live on there once, and I think it took 2.5 hours to notify my followers that I was even live. Wow. I was sitting in there with like, I only have 13,000, 14,000 something on there, and sitting in there with like 2 people. I'm like, wow, this is cool. And then I logged off an hour and a half later. Somebody's like, hey, it says you're live on Clapper. No, that was a while ago.
Wow. Well, then they changed everything, kicked all the conspiracy theorists off. And kind of reneged on everything that they were supposed to be. But
how hard do you get attacked on TikTok?
Dude, every day.
I mean, do you get videos taken down?
No.
Is it daily or no?
Believe it or not, because of the and I talked about this on one of my streams. Strategically using hashtags is for anybody out there that's getting videos removed. Stop using political hashtags. That is the number one thing that's going to get your videos removed. Hashtag Trump, hashtag MAGA, hashtag what's that Q saying? The where one goes, we all go, or something like that.
Yeah.
Stop using political hashtags. That's the number one thing that spikes a ban. 2, stop talking about conspiracy theories. Stop talking about unconfirmed truths. That's another thing. They will get you on misinformation every time. And then people want to say, "Oh, it's my First Amendment right." No, it's not your First Amendment right on a private app. I don't care. That's another thing that conservatives, Republicans want to vilify me for. Your First Amendment right is null when it comes to operating on a private app. You subconsciously or consciously sign an agreement with that app that you're going to not violate their terms. So that doesn't give you a right to freely speak over their terms. You can go to your public town hall and speak freely under your First Amendment, and they can't impede on that. The second you're on a private app, you can't. You have to abide by their terms. But I've been blessed. I've only had like 1 or 2 videos taken down in a year and a half because I stayed away from the conspiracies. I stayed away from the political hashtags. I didn't say anything too crazy. I didn't, threaten people or really go off on anybody that I was kind of stitch debating. So like I said, I got lucky. And now a lot of my content with Trump being gone and every politics kind of being boring and not even boring, just Joe Biden sucks.
I think even the left knows it.
Yeah, I've been, more so on the Christian stuff now and trying to get back into the theology, but I'll still post political stuff. I posted a Joe Biden video today.
I've been doing it wrong the whole time. Fuck.
I said, man, it's just I did get what was it, banned for like a week from posting or something like that, and I can't remember what the video was.
Yeah.
But I emailed the TikTok community manager and kind of went off on them and was like, listen, I understand you guys have terms of service. I need to know what community violation I broke so I don't do it again in the future. So I can abide by your guys' rules. And you can call it ass kissing, you call it whatever you want. They emailed me back and said, oh, sorry, there's no issue with your account. It was a mistake that you were banned for a week. We're going to lift that right now. So I left it alone. So I don't know how that came about or what, but that was really the only issue as far as TikTok coming at me. As far as everybody else, and the death threats and the comments and the whatever, man. It's that I'm used to. That I'm used to.
So what do you think of SCOTUS Thomas kind of disagreeing on the First Amendment right with when it comes to these social media platforms?
It's tough, because we'll talk about it. I'm completely, as far as 2A goes, the difference between, I think me and Pony talked about, pro gun and 2A are eons apart, and I'd say the same thing applies for free speech. You're either 100% for it, and I'm not saying I stand behind this, but I'm talking full blown racism. I'm talking hate speech. I'm talking you either let everybody say whatever they want with no limits, or you're going to run into issues like this where they start picking and choosing. Well, if you're on the internet and they have terms of service and it could be deemed hate speech, well, then it doesn't fall under the protected First Amendment. Man, like I said, I'm damned either way, because if I say I support any speech, so you support racism? You support full on anarchism? No, but I also respect the right to people saying whatever they want and being held accountable for it. Meaning, if somebody disagrees with Nazism, okay, go up and punch them in the mouth. I mean, you asked for it. So, I don't know.
I'm under the guise of all speech is free speech.
Yeah.
I mean, because, I disagree with, like the racism stuff, but at the end of the day, it's, in my opinion, still free speech.
Absolutely.
And it has to be protected, because at the end of the day, who makes that determination?
Exactly.
The more hands you get in the pot, the more interesting it gets. And that's why we have such issues with gun laws, is because, this is okay, but this isn't. Well, who said that this isn't, and why isn't it? And that applies again to your First Amendment right. At what point is saying something considered hate speech? If I say Jesus or God is king or Christ is king, and an atheist finds that hateful and offensive, who wins? Am I in the wrong or are they in the wrong? And who gets to judge that?
Exactly.
That's where when you go overseas, that's to Europe and even Australia, they don't have free speech, and it's ambiguity on exactly what they can speak and what they're not allowed to speak. And it changes almost daily, it seems like, overseas. So that's been the glorious thing about the United States, is that all speech is free speech.
The saddest thing to see is I didn't know they were dealing with it so bad, is Scotland. Scotland's writing all sorts of laws in place about removing biblical text from buildings because it's deemed hateful towards the LGBTQ. Removing certain slogans with God in it because it could be offensive to atheists or Buddhists who don't believe in the Christian Judeo God. I thought of all places, Scotland and England and Ireland would at least still have somewhat of the remnants of the old church, the Church of England, but no, they're going backwards.
I did not know that myself on that one.
Yeah, it's bad.
So what's your 2A stance that you had a conversation with Pony about? I'm interested in that one.
What was that? That was when you were at Ant's house and I was explaining the whole threeper thing.
No, I was at Texas. I was at your house for the Longview. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah, it was one of the video calls I jumped on. I touched on it for a second, man. I am all for 110% felons owning guns. I'm all for. If you can afford it, you want a A1 tank, you go buy one. If you can afford it, a full auto, and people all know that's too much. Well, then you're not pro 2A. You're pro gun, and we can have that conversation all day. Don't claim to be pro 2A and then say except machine guns or except grenades, except and people, that sounds terroristic. Nobody's going to go out and be able to afford a $19 million tank or $2.1 billion F-17. Like cut the shit. But at the end of the day, any restriction is not pro 2A. It's pro gun. You could say I like handguns and long rifles, but I don't think somebody with domestic violence on their case should own one. Okay, I respect that, but you're not pro 2A then. You're just pro gun because you want some sort of restriction on it. And when we can have that conversation, and I'm cool with it, but don't walk around saying you're pro 2A when you're not. So
appreciate that, Woody.
So you're basically no rights should ever be taken away from the citizen, no matter what.
Yeah, you give somebody an inch, they take a mile, man. The second you say, okay, we don't need silencers. All right, that happened in the Reagan era. He wrote that in on I can't even remember what bill that was. That's how we lost the access, or well, now you need a tax stamp for silencers. Yeah. What's the issue? And people, silencers are dangerous. To who? Guns, I mean, in general, are dangerous. So what does the sound decibel of a bullet matter if somebody's dying either way?
Well, the way they make it sound like in movies is why that it won't make any noise. And it's like,
but like I said, even if it didn't, I mean, a knife doesn't make a noise.
True.
So, and that's always been my argument. But again, now you're talking even bigger problems. I think the only reason silencers are banned is because of taxation. That's just another reason for the government to throw a tax stamp on it and the ATF get involved and everything else. But yeah, man, I'm all for it. Any type of ownership, anybody should be able to own one because it levels the playing field. All felons can own guns too. Well, I mean, what's the difference from them going down to the border and getting one illegally anyways? They're still in possession of it.
Yeah.
It's okay. You made it a little bit easier for somebody that's not supposed to have it. Now they can have it. But other than that, it doesn't scare me any more or less.
Right.
So you think people might be too dangerous to own firearms?
Nope. And if they are, then that goes into a whole nother aspect. I think our mental health at prison facilities need to be fixed first. Rehabilitation instead of punishment. I'm all for somebody like a child molester or a murderer sitting in prison for the rest of their life because there's no rehabilitating a life sentence. Yeah. But if somebody has the position to come out and be a productive citizen again after 10, 15, 20 years, don't focus on the punishment, focus on making sure they won't do it again. And then if we do that, then if they come out and they prove themselves, you can ride 20 in the pen and you're a productive citizen, why should you lose the right to defend yourself with a firearm? Doesn't make sense to me. If you've proved your worth to come back into society, why are we just going to take that right away?
Right.
So it must be the same way of voting then, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I think felons should vote if they're coming back into society. If you have a life sentence, you've given up your life in society. That's it. Like, you have no more rights. You've wronged society enough to where that's it. You're in prison for life. But if you have any chance of coming out and you pay taxes and all of this cycles back into being a taxpayer. If they want to integrate you back into society and you're going to pay taxes and you're going to work, drive on the roadways and operate in the same stores that I do, why shouldn't you be able to vote? Why shouldn't you be able to own a gun?
What about explosives?
No. Yeah, now the ATF's going to log into the chat.
Yeah.
What are you guys close to Waco? Aren't one of you guys down in Texas near Waco? Like this is going to get sketchy.
About 3 or 4 hours from Waco.
Yeah.
What is it, man? Is it tannerite that's still
Tannerite.
legal? You can still buy. Yeah, you could buy tannerite. You can buy. So I mean, again, at the end of the day, we're going to put a restriction on one, but not on the other, because under a test tube, tannerite can only do XYZ damage. Okay, but what if I buy tannerite for 15 years straight and make something this, a bomb the size of a 3-story house? Then how much damage is it doing legally?
Yeah.
Right. So, again, I say no restrictions at all. Not to be on some drastic, I want grenades and I want this. I have no interest in it. But the second you start restricting something is when, if we've done away with this, then we can do away with that. Because if they don't need this, then they don't need that either. Right. And then, they don't need those 2 things. So this is closely associated with that. So they don't need these 3 things. And then before you know it, we're all walking around with, 6-shooter revolvers, and that's it.
If that. Right. That we're going, we might end up with just knives.
Yeah, no shit. Swords and shit.
Yeah. I mean,
I got a couple swords.
Careful. They might take them away too.
It's just, and it's ridiculous. The fact that I even have to joke about, hopefully the ATF and hopefully the FBI it's sick, because then that goes back into the free speech. Yep. Nobody's talking about doing anything violent here. We're literally talking about, the possibility of owning grenades for no other reason other than just owning them. And all of a sudden that's taboo. Oh, it could be interpreted as hate speech and violent and violent threats for for what, man? But crazy.
No, I hear you. I mean, I hate the way that this country's headed because we're not gonna have any freedoms here soon.
Nope, not at all.
I mean, the way that they're trampling on the Constitution, like it's wiping their ass with it almost.
What'd y'all think about Joe Biden last night?
The speech?
Yeah.
I clipped just a part of it. That's I was more interested in watching all the people fall asleep. Like Ted Cruz was half asleep when he was talking.
He was too.
That's really the only parts I saw was where they were panning to every different senator and governor of everybody falling asleep during him talking. I didn't hear much, man, other than him saying I did pick up on that. Biden said, "We the people are the government."
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you kidding me? No, we the people are the people. Like that's the most ass backwards thing I've ever heard. The whole statement "we the people" is to avoid the government becoming the quote unquote people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Ken, I was just about to say that. It was the that Bobart chick that pulled out the space, the blankets that you see at the border that they're using. You know, the foil looking blankets.
Oh yeah, yep.
She pulled one out of her purse and she snuggled up with it.
I'm sure they got plenty. I'm sure they got plenty of those in hand.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. That I think that really shows what the Democrats truly believe. Though, is that we the people is the government.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
I mean, and that should be, in all honesty, I mean, party lines aside, that should scare Democrats.
Yep.
It does.
Their main concern was as long as Orange Man isn't tweeting, then we don't care who's in there.
Yeah,
you're gonna care soon. I mean, eventually, I've seen some people on the left waking up and saying, "This is kind of bad. I don't like this." Yeah, well, my response to everything is, "You asked for it, man."
Yep.
Like at what point I can't fix it now. Like you asked for it, so here you go.
You wanted it. Here you go.
And that's where the left talks out of both sides of their ass, because when Trump was president, they pitched a fit that he was blocking people. Oh, the president of the United States can't block us. Then they cheered on Twitter blocking him.
Yeah. Yeah. No shit.
You can't have both ways where the president can't block people and then you block the president.
Well, my favorite is every video that gets uploaded on YouTube of Joe Biden, comments are turned off.
And they're removing the thumbs down too. They're removing.
Yep. I don't care what news outlet it is, because they know how. Yeah. Well, and if you still get to a video that has the likes and dislikes counted, it's an astronomical numbers of dislikes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So they just media suppression or media contorting it and inflating it to look a certain way. And you'd have to be really stupid to think Joe Biden's going to do a good job. And my thing is, I said this, I want any president to succeed, and I'll stand by this. I hope Joe Biden does a good job because he's in there. So I don't want him to fail for 3.5 years straight. So I hope at some point he wakes up and does something for the American people. I can't sit back and he sucks, and I hope he falls down a flight of stairs and he's terrible and he's trash. And no, man, I hope he succeeds and does something good for the country. But
at
this point, I ain't seeing nothing. So
no.
Yeah. Probably not gonna see it, but we're gonna keep our hope high.
I mean, we got to keep hoping. I mean,
we definitely got to.
I think as soon as you lose hope, you lose faith. I mean,
absolutely.
And that's the sad part is, I'm with you, realist. I voted for Obama in 2008. And I felt for his speeches. I mean, dude is an incredible speaker.
Yep.
Extremely, extremely candid and down to earth. And I'll always give him that. I won't ever recant on that. He seems like the type of guy that you'd sit down with and, and bullshit and watch sports with. And could just have a very easy flowing, non-professional conversation. he lost me in like 2010. 2008 and 2009, I was like, yeah, he's doing a good job. He's cool. He's for the people, this, that, and the other. And then we started apologizing to Japan for World War II. And don't do that. And then, universal Obamacare. And that's where I was done.
That's where he lost you.
Yeah.
Lost me for sure.
So, other than that, he's extremely charismatic, candid speaker, and seems like a decent guy aside from politics. I know that defines his whole life is being a politician, but I think outside of politics, everybody, he's a Muslim terrorist. The guy is, first of all, folks, he's not a Muslim. Second of all, the other, I love the joke. Michelle Obama's a man. That's a woman, folks. Like let's be real. I know it's funny. I know, yeah, we got pictures, and bro, just he's a politician, which sucks, and he'll always be a politician. But I think aside from that, he's probably just a run-of-the-mill regular guy that likes basketball. If you took all the politics away,
so
Pony, doesn't say much.
You can breathe now because Michelle Obama's penis isn't really a penis. So your penis is still bigger than hers.
Yes, thank God. Yes, I finally beat one person. Wow.
A black one at that too.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh man. Well, like I said, the jokes are fine, and it's the same thing with Biden. But at what point? Because I was saying this, dementia and Alzheimer's and all that. To me, I don't crack jokes because it's elder abuse. In a sense of he doesn't even know what he's doing. The DNC is propping Joe Biden up, handing him reading cards, and I almost feel bad for Biden. This isn't like he's going into this 100%. These are his ideologies. This is the DNC's ideologies, propping up an 80-year-old man who obviously has early onsets of mental illnesses. It's not.
Well, at some point, where does his wife come into play with this? Like his wife clearly is cognitive. His wife is a psychological doctor. Where is she sticking up for this? I mean, and that's where I'd be. His family should be mad at her.
I look at it this way: had they put anybody else but him up, they would have lost. Kamala was too extreme to be president. I mean, she's VP because of his choice.
Yeah,
Bernie is too. His pockets were way too deep. With the Bernie Bros and all that. Then it kind of backfired on him with whatever 5 or 6 houses when you want to talk about socialism and equality. But Biden was like the normal old white guy Democrat, that just run-of-the-mill white dude where they're like, yeah, we get him in. Everybody else is a little extreme, but he's just an old creepy white man. We got him. And it worked. But now they're like, shit, his brain is toast, man.
No shit.
So, and it's sad. It really is. The guy's at what, 78, 79?
Something like that. They're going to keep pulling his fucking strings and telling him what he's got to do and say and all that good, happy shit.
So is it really elder abuse when the doctors say he's good?
Yes. Because I honestly believe, again, no conspiracy theory, majority of your Hollywood doctors or like political doctors are probably Democrat. They're probably, yeah, he's fine. Let's make sure he stays in office because we don't want to take any risk of getting him out or Kamala or anybody else. They're probably giving him the okay and then turning around and going, no, he's really not good, but let's hope he is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I mean, I think we learned that with Michael Jackson. I mean, you pay a doctor enough to do whatever they want. And do whatever you tell them to do. I mean, whether that be clearing them for political office or putting the man to sleep.
That's it.
Well, it's the same thing. Forever. All these guys, Prince, over medicated and over prescribed and died, and how many times you hear about it in Hollywood and politics? Yeah. These doctors, like you said, you pay them enough, or they're intertwined enough politically, they'll sign off on anything. He could have full blown dementia. And nobody would know. They'll just sign otherwise. And no, he's good. His CTE scans came back just fine.
Yeah. Let's see him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the birth certificate. Oh, God. That was 4 years ago. Show me the birth certificate, Obama.
Oh, yeah.
So on the religious side of things, have you always been like since kid been religious or Christianity, or is it something that you just kind of discovered later on? Or
I was raised in a Christian / Catholic household. My mom's Catholic, God bless her.
Yep.
But I don't roll with Catholicism. That falls into apologetics too, but that's for a different discussion.
right?
My dad is first and foremost, my dad is my hero. Greatest example of what a Christian should be. Complete opposite of me. No tattoos, doesn't smoke, just a stand-up dude. My dad raised me in a Christian household, but when I started going to college and got out when I was 18, I stopped caring. I didn't say I tell people I didn't stop believing. I always believed in God, but I stopped caring if the effort that I put into understanding the Bible, the effort that I put into. So I went through like a 3-4 year period of just partying hard and not really caring. And if God exists, then He does. And if I go to hell, then I do. And if people want to talk about it, leave me alone.
Right.
But it was coming back, again, later years of college, and then taking an interest of going to the theological school that really brought me back. And then people ask, "Oh, well, what spiked your interest?" Believe it or not, science. I'll give myself another title of a Christian scientist. I think science points more towards the existence of a creator than it does against it. And that's another big thing that I talk about, because people always claim that science disproves God, and I think it actually points more towards a creator than it does away. So science actually helped me believe and become what I am today.
Oh,
cool. Yeah. So was that science in college, or just science in general that you were studying? Or
I didn't really mess with science too much in college, because same thing with math, man. I only got good at math when I really started caring about taxes and like adult things.
Yeah.
College for me was mainly English, history, criminal justice. But no, my ventures off into science were pretty much on my own, man. I just, as crazy as it was, I started studying, quantum physics, dark matter, chaos math, just weird stuff. But this is the way my mind operates, man. Instead of going out to a bar and drinking or hanging out with people, I'll sit at home and get lost in college textbooks for 6 hours, just because I can't be satisfied until I understand at least a little bit. I don't have to understand all of it, but I have to have some sort of understanding.
Can't say I've ever done that for fun.
Yeah, I go to the bar.
Oh yeah, no. Listen. Let me make this clear. It's not fun reading about this stuff, but it satisfies me to the point where it doesn't bother me. I guess I'm more annoyed when I don't understand something, to where I force myself to even, like I said, to get a little bit of an understanding, so I can be like, all right, now I can leave it alone.
Right.
Some people are cool with like, hey man, I don't get that. All right, let's go drink. I'm the type where like, I don't get that, and why? Why don't I understand it? What can help me make it make sense? Why doesn't why do things work this way, or why does it have to be this way? So it's just, I don't know. I annoy the hell out of myself, because I wish I could turn my brain off sometimes. But
so Kat says I have COVID, so should I be like Joe Biden in this virtual meeting of ours and wear a mask like he did with all the world leaders?
What'd you get it from Kat over the weekend, or what?
Yeah, Kat gave it to me.
Oh shit.
Speaking of which, did you see that? Realist?
What, you guys out in Florida?
No, the Joe Biden with all the world leaders.
Oh yeah. I didn't see. I didn't see the speech, but I saw somebody put up a parody video of Putin, basically talking shit. He wasn't, but they put it in captions of like, "Look at this stupid idiot wearing a mask to a video call as Putin was speaking in Russian." So it was pretty funny. But yeah, I saw him sitting there wearing a mask.
The only world leader out of like. And then of course everybody that was one of the videos. Oh, it's because he's a CGI, and I'm like, oh my god. I didn't even know what CGI meant until people started commenting that. I'm like, what the fuck is CGI? I don't even know what that is.
It's again, I mean, aside from even the conspiracy theories, this is the same guy that just tweeted or just said on Instagram, you can now go outside without a mask if you're vaccinated.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't been going outside with no mask. The whole point of being outside was to not wear a mask. Genius. Come on, man. You think people were wearing it? I mean, I know some do, Some wear it outside, but you honestly think like 80% of America was, oh yeah, I'm going to wear my mask everywhere. No, it was for indoors only. Genius.
Well, I
God
guess
almighty.
that's where I think the whole Biden thing, because it is a lot of weird shit going on that is definitely alarming, in my opinion. Not necessarily conspiracy theory, but it feeds into the damn conspiracies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like why would he wear a mask to a virtual and with no flat American flag behind him? I mean, he was the only one with representing a country that didn't have a flag behind him. In that same meeting, and why would you wear a mask to that? And it just fuels all of that bullshit conspiracy
Oh, yeah.
theories.
If you nitpick and think about it too long, you can, man, you'll sit there and drive yourself nuts. And it's probably part of the reason why I don't. It's just one will lead to another. You'll rabbit hole it all the way down to, like I said, then you'll start thinking he's a reptilian overlord. And, he's half chameleon. What? Like the Alex Jones type stuff, man.
Oh,
I can't do it.
Oh man, Alex Jones.
So what's your whole thing about wearing a mask? I mean, I know y'all have to wear masks in your area.
My body, my choice. No, listen, man. I respect private business owners. I put it that way. If I want to go in and shop, I'm not going to cause a scene like I've seen on the videos where people, oh, it's my right to not wear a mask. If they own the damn store, I'll put on a mask if they want me to, so I can shop there and get what I need and get out. Otherwise, if there's no, you have to wear one, I don't wear one. I don't wear one in the car. I don't wear one at home. I don't wear one when I'm out and about. Only if the store requires it and it's private property and it's not government owned or anything like that. I'll go in and, hey, sir, can you put on your mask? Sure. So what do I lose? I'm not losing my pride. I'm not there to start shit. I want to buy my stuff and get out, honestly, because I don't like being around people in general.
Right.
But yeah,
you don't wear a mask in your car by yourself?
No, that's the best, man. Like the guy that passed out and wrapped his car around a pole doing 60 because he was wearing one of those CN95s and ended up being short of breath. And people are nuts, man. People are nuts.
What you do? Wear it over his fucking eyes or what?
No, he's wearing it while he was driving, and I guess just couldn't breathe right.
Yeah,
and passed out.
Tony, take your mask off in the car, please.
Oh shit!
We want to keep you alive, bro.
Fuck that. Not happening.
So Katra says, my body, my choice isn't the same thing because, fetuses aren't alive. People are. That's what the Democrats say.
Yeah, that's their lovely argument is if you're wearing a mask, you don't have a choice because you're saving actual humans. When you say my body, my choice for abortion, we're not talking about actual humans. We're talking about a clump of cells.
Yeah.
We're talking about, Oh, God.
Then Amber says, RA not liking people? Who would have thought?
She's spot on. Yeah, Amber, that's my mod. That's it. Amber's my moderator. She knows me a little too well. I can't stand people, man. I go out and I call it the unwashed public. Right. I go out and do my shopping or do whatever I need to do and just save the small talk. Don't ask me how the weather is. I don't care. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, don't come.
I mean, it's always fucking hot there anyway where you're at, so.
Yeah, we're not even there yet. It'll be 120, 125 next week or 2 weeks from now. It's going to be sick.
Oh, well, I know y'all don't have humidity up there. I don't believe, or not.
No,
it's bad.
It's 0%. It's just straight, just death, dry heat. 125, zero humidity.
Yeah, we walk outside. It looked like we jumped in a fucking swimming pool.
I love that humidity.
Shit. Amber says, no, wrong Amber. Tell him wrong one.
Other Amber. The other one I talked to, okay, that's Amber number 2. That's Amber number 2. She knows me well too. She's
Amber number 2. Damn, he's got all the Ambers numbered.
Yeah, no, there was a third Amber that existed somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's what she said. Tell him it's Amber number 2.
Amber, there's the first Amber under her. There it is.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that Amber to be my moderator.
Amber number 2?
Yeah.
Conserve country?
Yeah, I wouldn't trust her as my moderator.
Uh-oh. She's
I'm just starting.
she'll say something smart.
Yep,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
why I'm waiting. I'm starting shit.
Oh yeah, it's coming. She's over on Twitch. She's our only Twitch follower right now. So, so no on the mask. What about the vaccine?
No, I'm not taking it. I don't care if other people do.
Oh, of
I'm
course.
not.
I mean,
You know, anybody can do whatever they want, man. That's it. Like I said, I don't lose nothing as a person if somebody else makes that choice. And I'm the same way with transgenderism, man. And that's where I get vilified by conservatives and Republicans. I don't care if somebody wants to transition into a woman, as long as you're not trying to change me. Do whatever you want, man. It's you. I don't care. But yeah, as far as the vaccine goes, nah, man, no, not a chance.
you want to read that one, Pony? That one's
Yeah,
to you.
Wild Pony, kiss my ass. I used to be. I'm just fucking with you, Amber. Still love you, girl. Calm down. Fuck. Don't go liberal on me.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
that
I've
one's gonna dig even deeper.
Damn.
Oh no.
No poison for me.
I'd rather shit in my hand and clap before I take that vaccine.
Damn.
That's what.
Fuck, man. I don't know about all that. I guess I'd have to.
I know conservatives that have and have taken it.
Yeah.
Guy
Same.
from work.
Like that King
From
Berto on TikTok, he's getting attacked by conservatives because he had to take the vaccine to keep his job.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't force it in any areas of work out here, but a guy that I do work with, he's a heavy dude. He goes about 450, and he's about as right as they come. And he said, "Listen, dude," he goes, "My health, whatever. I'm 47. I'm severely overweight. I already have breathing problems." He goes, I came to a point. He said, "I don't want to risk it anymore. I took it, and it is what it is, and I feel fine about it." So, I don't knock anybody for doing whatever they want, but yeah, I'm not doing it.
Same. Hey, Pony, when you decide to cut it off, make sure you actually put it to good use. Sounds like you need a good time. Damn. I'm done going after her. She's got a lot of ammo, man.
Yeah, see, and that's how I feel with K-Tro. I'm not responsible for anybody's health except for mine and my children.
Absolutely.
And liberals hate that. Like when I come at them, and that's because that's exactly what I tell them. It's not my responsibility to protect you. Ever.
Yeah.
It's your
yours.
responsibility to protect you and yours. My responsibility is to protect me and mine. I don't see why I have to. Oh, Pony's in trouble now.
Nope.
What do they call it? You could be a not mass spreader. What is super carrier or whatever they call it?
Yeah, super spreader.
Yeah, super spreader. That's their only argument. You need to get the vaccine because you might not get sick, but you could be a super host. Okay, whatever, man.
Well, I'll be a super host then. At the end of the day, it's still not my job to protect anybody else.
But yeah, and my argument is that what's the masks for? If everybody was to get vaccinated, hypothetically speaking, and they said the second we get that 100% number, all of this goes away, I might do it. I might do it.
Yeah, I'm still.
But if we're over here, no, I'm just saying, if we're over here saying, oh, you get the vaccine, but you still need to wear a mask, still need to 6 feet social distance, still closing things or still leaving things open to 33% capacity, still doing this, then no. Where's the deal in that? Where's no, I'm not going to do it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I still wouldn't take it if they said 100%. I'd be the one that would keep it at 99.99 just because.
Like I said, I might think about it because, again, I'm looking back, whatever. Hundreds of thousands of people have been vaccinated now, and nothing has changed. They've lifted nothing. They've changed no restrictions.
Nope.
So what's the point?
Exactly.
What's the
that's
point?
part of the argument too, is because obviously there's been virtually no flu, and I'm sure you've heard the same argument from Democrats on your side is that the reason why the flu numbers are so low is because everybody's wearing masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then why is COVID numbers
exactly?
The math doesn't make sense. Yeah, flu's down. Oh yeah, because everybody's washing their hands and wearing masks. So then why is COVID replaced the flu in numbers?
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's more volatile. No, because you guys are stupid and testing people with the flu and calling it COVID.
Yep. Exactly. And we've went over that shit for the past few months, fucking year.
Oh, yeah.
Argument after argument.
In Michigan, they're basing the opening off of the percentage of people being vaccinated. So in order to open, they have to have a certain percentage of people vaccinated, of citizens.
In Michigan?
Yeah. I mean, that's
here,
how it's getting.
Here in my very blue state, shout out Governor Sisolak. He's a POS. It's been 33% for I think the last 2 or 3 months. Every restaurant you go to, it's every other table's open. If you want to wait, you got to wait outside and blah, blah, blah. Everything is indoor mask mandates. So they're kind of stuck on this 33% as far as here goes. So if you guys anybody comes to Vegas, it is open, but it's at 33% capacity. You can gamble, you can go to restaurants, you can, do the tourist thing, but everything is 33%. So.
And you got to fucking pull down your mask, take a drink, pull it back up.
Yep.
I was there in November. Yep. They kept telling me, you got to keep your mask on, sir, every fucking sip.
See, out here in Texas, they're actually closing vaccination sites because vaccinations are the number of people wanting to get vaccinated are dropping like a rocket ship.
Really?
And so it's closed. Like my county, they just closed down the vaccine site because nobody was coming. And they
I wonder why.
Yeah. And so the governor reported that the number of people wanting to get vaccinated is dropping rapidly. Like the number of cases is dropping. Nobody's wanting it anymore. Even the elderly aren't even wanting it anymore.
Well, they're starting to see what's going on and what's happening.
So, between all the blood clots and heart attacks that everybody and strokes that everybody's getting it from it. That's what they're directly correlating it to. But as long as you can't sue these vaccine companies.
Yeah, you were telling me that this weekend. Yeah,
you become a test dummy. I mean, all vaccines you can't sue.
My thing is, it just cracks me up when the symptoms outweigh the actual disease or the virus. Yeah. And it's like any commercial you've ever seen. Do you have whatever sexual performance issues? Take this pill and you'll be fine. And then at the very end, may cause death, may cause limb to fall off, may cause temporary blindness. Like you want to sacrifice all that for this? Like what?
Yeah,
it's the same thing with COVID. Do you want to honestly sacrifice possibly having a stroke, blood clots? What early onsets of Parkinson's they're talking about, Bell's palsy, all this for maybe having COVID for a week and a half or 2 weeks?
Right.
Whatever, man.
Dex, you can quit buying the bigger dick pills. You don't need them no more. Come on, man.
I was wanting that 4-hour erection. When they said that was one of the symptoms, I'm like, sign me up.
No shit.
Who's paying for all these vaccinations? The American people.
Yeah, the taxpayer.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The taxpayer.
Those are the COVID relief bills.
Yeah.
That we have to keep doing.
Yep.
My daughter's friend who ended up nearly paralyzed for 2 weeks after his diagnosis with Guillain-Barré, and the doctor won't say it's because of the vax.
No, they don't. No.
They'll never say it's because of the vax.
No negativity towards that. That's
Nope.
No, I mean, and that's the thing is no doctor will ever say it's because of the vax. No, like
that's
legit.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, at the beginning of this whole COVID thing, I thought if my dad got it, he was going to die because he's got every underlying health issue known to mankind. He's overweight. I mean, he was a prime candidate, and he ended up getting it. And he spent 3 days in an ICU, never went on a ventilator, and he's a big-time liberal, and so he got that Trump cocktail. And so, of course, now I tell him he's got a little piece of Daddy Trump inside of him.
Your father's a liberal?
Oh, my father's a big-time liberal. Huge.
Wow.
And and so he's always had a very distaste for Trump, And
Wow.
like, even prior to like in the 90s and early 2000s, he hated Trump. So when he became president, the hatred got even worse.
Yep.
Especially when he ran on the Republican ticket, of course. And so he in 3 days he was out of the hospital with a Trump cocktail inside of him. And so
Wow.
yeah. And
That's wild, man. Because it just on the political views, you don't usually hear that. I mean, because you inherit a lot of your parents' beliefs just naturally. But yeah, I would have never suspected.
well,
Wow.
growing up, he was actually a Republican. He was a small business owner, still is, but now that he's gotten older and needs to rely more on the government, he becomes a liberal.
Hey, I'm all for it, man. When Biden won, I said, screw it. I'm filing Section 8. I'm filing unemployment. I'm filing welfare. I'm taking all of it for 4 years, bro.
Yeah.
I want it all. Man.
I mean,
It's all right. We'll keep working to support you. Don't worry.
Hey, you know what?
we got your back, man.
I want the working class liberals that voted him to feel it. I want their tax dollars and their wallets to feel it.
I used to have that mentality until I realized, like, in order for us to get to that point, like, it's going to be hard to get us back out of that point. And to me, that's almost like rooting for the president to fail in general.
Yeah,
you're rooting for America to fail to get to that point. I don't want us to get to that point to where they feel it, because that means we're Venezuelan status if we get to that point. In my opinion,
the dollar becomes nothing. Venezuela's biggest issue right now, literally, is the amount of trash they have in the street, and what the trash is money. If you go to Venezuela, they have millions of pounds, not dollars, millions of pounds of money in the street because it means absolutely nothing. They've destroyed their country with socialism. Fuck. It's unbelievable.
Amber number 2 says you can use your EBT to buy your smokes and rock stars.
Speaking of that, let me go grab a rock star. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, grab me one too, because I'm trying to wake my ass up. Shit.
You and me both.
You still suffering from the weekend?
Yeah.
It hit me hard. It hit me hard today, man. When I told you earlier, I woke up from a nap, not knowing who the fuck I was. I really did not know who the fuck I was or where the fuck I was at.
Well, it's between that and obviously personal shit going on, but just wearing me out.
I hear you, man. I'm with you. I'm already ready to go to bed. Everybody's asking, why are you so quiet tonight? Fuck, I'm tired. I'm tired, people.
Little free promo. See, they're not all. Amber's not all bad. She reminds me when I need a rock star.
She reminds you of your bad habits, is what you're trying to say.
Yes.
It's almost like she's trying to kill you. So did you see the FDA gonna ban menthols and flavored cigars?
Good, because I don't smoke menthols. No, I was pissed when they did it with flavored cigarettes years ago, because I've been smoking for a while. Camel used to have specialty cigarettes, Mandarin mint, and something screwballs and something else. I think like Aztec Zingers or something. I don't know. They were like lemon flavored, Mandarin flavored, and they banned them because it was too appealing to kids. And then 2 years later, the boom of vaping happens, and everybody's okay with that. You can smoke, Lucky Charms out of your vape. That's not appealing to kids. You can smoke Lucky Charm bubble gum out of a vape with, high intensity nicotine. That's fine. But let's ban cigarettes that might have a hint of, whatever orange flavor in them or something like that. It's nuts to me, man. Same thing with the menthol cigarettes. The only thing they say about menthols is they're more addicting because there's a higher level of nicotine in them. There's no taste real difference coming from a smoker to a menthol, other than the fact that it's it's like ice on your lungs. It's just a real heavy eucalyptic menthol taste. That's not appealing to me. I don't think it tastes good. Like I said, I don't smoke menthols, but I think it's nice.
I'm sure you saw that they went racial with it.
Oh, they say it was more addicting because of black people smoking them.
I think James says that 80% of blacks smoke menthol, and it'll help save the black community and black lives. And
Our Newports menthol.
Yeah, and all stereotypes aside, that is the most bought cigarette by the black community, and Newport 100s, and I culturally, I guess in black American culture, that's a lot of black people smoke menthols.
Are they going to ban Hennessy next too, then, or what?
I see the argument, but I don't see it from a racial standpoint. Meaning, yes, are like 90% of Newport smokers probably African American? Yeah, but it's not more harmful. It's not more. Smoking is smoking at the end of the day.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm addicted to it. That's my choice. I lit up the cigarette. The government didn't force my hand to let it smoke. The FDA didn't. Who's the? I'll look at the pack. Philip Morris cigarette. They didn't force my hand to smoke. It's addictive because of the nicotine. I made the choice.
That's it.
So banning it doesn't. It seems like it doesn't do anything, productive to me because people are still going to smoke either way.
Yeah.
Well, to me, that's why, for me, I'm on the bandwagon of just legalize all drugs.
Yeah.
That's I'm right there with it. I'm more decriminalize all drugs.
No, just legalize them all.
I'm. Go ahead.
If a crackhead wants to sit in his house and shoot up crack, I'm fine with that. I mean, his body, his choice. He can do whatever the hell he wants with his.
Crack it up.
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference between a crackhead doing that and an alcoholic doing it?
100%, man. I agree. Like I said, I'm just more on the decriminalization of it because I think you start selling heroin and crack in stores, legalizing it like they do marijuana.
Yeah.
Good God, man. You'd have people. The whole reason people don't, a good percentage of people don't do drugs is because it's illegal, and then there's a whole nother section of those people that don't do it because it's not accessible, or it's not as easily accessible.
Well, and then you have the whole side of the other ones that do it because it's illegal.
Oh yeah. just because it's taboo. I mean,
you got the, when your mom says, "Hey, don't step over here. I just mopped." What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna step my happy ass over here and test my patience.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Well, no, and my belief on the decriminalization of drugs isn't just because, again, people can, like you said, they can do whatever they want. If somebody wants to sit in their house and smoke meth for 8 days straight, do it. As long as you're not out there killing somebody or risking my life while driving a car, I don't care what you do. My thing is more so freeing up the prison system so we could stop turning away child molesters and pedophiles and giving them probation when we have a prison full of, dime bag weed smokers and occasional coke users doing whatever 6 months to a year, and then we tell the child molester, well, we're overpopulated, so you get probation, but the 2 or 3 time coke user gets the 5 years.
Yeah.
No, man, free up the space and give it to the person that's actually harming society.
Yeah, no shit.
The case for menthols here is menthols are good after you smoke weed too because it makes your high better. I guess Katro knows a little thing too about smoking some dope and menthols after
crackhead.
And here comes Amber number 2 piping in. Fucking Katro, she's not wrong though.
Damn.
I haven't touched marijuana since the days when it was literally just called weed. Now it's I got this, purple dream.
That's crazy.
Back when I smoked, it was just weed, man. You got weed on you. That's it, man.
I've been learning from Kit Kat of all the different strands. Every time she takes me in with her to go to the dispensary, it's like, damn, and then now it's like in the vape pens and.
Oh fuck yeah, it is.
I remember just going to the weed guy and saying, "Hey, give me an 8th."
Yeah.
Let me go home. Now you got to go to the weed man and say, what strain you got, and all this other stuff. It's like, damn.
This shit's getting too fucking difficult, man. I don't even want to be a pothead.
I want to know where the money's going. Because we were one of the first ones besides Colorado out here in Vegas. That was their big thing is, we'll be able to give back to the schools. We'll be able to fix the roads. We'll be able to we have more construction and road issues, and we're like 48th out of 50 in the country on schooling. What do you? We've had weed legal here for 2 years now. What are you guys doing? Where's all the money going?
Yeah.
I think they pay something astronomical, like 37% in tax on each purchase at a dispensary to go towards the state funding. Where is the money going, guys? This is a billion, if not trillion-dollar industry. Why am I still getting stuck in traffic on a 2-road lane closure? Why is there potholes in the city? Why are kids stupid?
For our government to spend our money wisely.
Yeah.
It's all.
Mind you, it was in the COVID bill. All that money got funneled to foreign countries.
Yeah.
COVID relief. I mean.
Well, you see what happens when we send things to other countries. What was that? The hurricane in Puerto Rico. What were they hoarding? Like 800,000 bottles of water in a warehouse while people were literally starving and dying of dehydration. All to save face. All to say America sucks.
Yeah.
That's our money too. We funded the water.
Pakistan, where they only believe in 2 genders to begin with.
Yeah.
That's what we spent. Like I think it was like $100 million over to Pakistan for gender.
Yeah, they're gonna put that to good use. Living under Sharia law.
Yeah. Where they care about gender.
Yep, where they throw you off the roof if you say you're anything but what you are.
Right. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, shit, man. I think this is going to be a good stopping point for the night. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
I know you just opened your new Rockstar over here.
I'm good, man. I'm seated in front of the computer for the rest of the night.
I
jump over to my Twitch and pretty much vegetate here until the end of the night.
Right. All right, man. Well, we really appreciate you coming on our Freedom Boys podcast. It was fucking great to have you on, man.
Love the conversations.
Hey, he's a fucking smart man, dude. Smart man. Really
I'm just getting started, man. I'll have you guys over on my Twitch because my streams, shit. I'm not knocking you guys. My streams, we've been known to go for like 6 hours. Which it's just one thing after another. So anytime you guys want to come hang out,
I'm gonna need a 5-gallon fucking piss bucket. Shit.
See, you guys, man. You guys gotta just having followers and supporters is nice, but shit, I'll put on a song and a screensaver, and I'll be back in 10 minutes, and they can sit there and talk amongst themselves, and you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Just get up, piss, do whatever you gotta do. They'll be there.
Right.
What do we got on next week?
We have Angry Veteran.
Texan, tell them guacamole is delicious.
Who said that?
Amber number 2.
Oh God!
Yeah. Now I'm going to start calling these Ambers by numbers now.
Oh my God!
Can I plug RA's Twitch? Go ahead. Tell everybody your Twitch.
Everything is literally Realist American, guys. Same way that I spell my name here. Instagram, TikTok, Clapper, and Twitch. It's all REALIST, not EST. Everybody's you the realist of all time. No, I'm a realist. REALIST American, all one word, on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, Clapper, Twitter, YouTube. It's all the same, guys.
Yeah, you sent me the email. I was like, well, it's the same.
Oh yeah, my Gmail. If anybody ever has business offers, Realist American at Gmail. I got very lucky that username wasn't taken anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, appreciate you being on, man. Enjoy.
I appreciate you guys, man.
Absolutely appreciate it, brother.
Y'all have a wonderful night.
All right,
you too, man.
Brother.